Want to really get to know Washington State? Then let's learn about our aviation history, past, present, and future. To do this, there's no better way than visiting the Museum of Flight, so come along with me on this edition of The View. Only 20 minutes from Bellevue lies the largest independent air and space museum in the world. You'll see a replica of the famous 1903 plane invented by the Wright brothers, the very first plane ever made by Boeing, and a plane just like the one flown around the world by Amelia Earhart. Fun fact, the only verified piece of the plane Earhart disappeared in is on display here. Can you believe that? We started our adventure in the Great Gallery. This is a huge glass-enclosed building where planes are suspended in the air. In total, you'll see 50 historic aircraft. It is really impressive. One of the most memorable planes in the entire museum is the fastest airplane, the M-21 Blackbird. This futuristic-looking plane was used for top-secret military reconnaissance. To remain hidden from sight, it flew over twice as high as commercial airliners. And it's the last remaining one in the world. For the largest planes, head to the Outdoor Aviation Pavilion. Besides the wild size of these planes, it's also worth visiting because you can explore the inside of some of the planes. Without a doubt, my favorite was the first jet, Air Force One. Between 1959 and 1965, this jet carried Presidents Dwight D. Eisenhower and John F. Kennedy. It's hard to describe the feeling of walking through. Definitely one, if not the most historic places I've ever been. It was like time stood still. Did you know Boeing's original manufacturing plant was floated down a river to become part of the Museum of Flight? Today, it teaches about Boeing history as well as hosts rotating special exhibits. Currently, the exhibit features the Walt Disney Studios in World War II. Most people today probably don't know this, but the studio created tons of materials used for military training, propaganda, public service announcements, and more. Also, you'll find lots of engaging simulation experiences, so you can be a pilot for a day, plus try your hand at completing missions. Most days, there are storytelling sessions where you can hear exciting presentations on various topics from people with first-hand experience. We were fortunate enough to hear a session on fighter pilot tactics from fighter pilot Jerry Coy himself. In the Personal Courage Wing, we got close and personal with international aircraft from the First and Second World Wars. One of my favorite parts is all of the personal stories told by photos, uniforms, and awards of the men and women who were involved in air combat. Many of these service members were from the greater Seattle area. For a taste of otherworldly exploration, don't miss the Apollo exhibit. You'll see rockets, lunar rover vehicles, and command modules. Finish off your space tour in the Space Gallery, where you can step foot on the real-life Space Shuttle trainer. Thank you for joining me in exploring the history of aviation in Washington and the world. I hope this sparked a new interest for you as it did for me. Catch you next month on The View.